दरवाजा खोल के Hello everyone, this is Manoj Pathak and again I am standing in front of you to discuss one more question. Today the question that we are taking is the phenomena grouped under lightning, that includes hailstorm, lightning and dust storm, kills more people in India than any other weather phenomena. Comment. So this is a situation which is given in the question. This is what we see today in India. We see that we have other severe weather phenomena, but this phenomena of lightning is killing more people. The data says so. And so we have chosen this question. Here you have to comment, you have to give your views based on certain facts, certain instances that you know. It was in news, many of the people in Bihar were killed off because of lightning strikes. We had seen in news that 4 people were hit by lightning in Gurgaon and they died. And of course, hailstorms are a cause of concern and dust storms are killing people. So when we have to talk about this phenomena, we have seen that this has increased in last few years. So when I have to write an introduction, you have 2 choices. You can start with some of the instances maybe that you remember. You can start with, we have seen this thing in Bihar or maybe in Gurgaon, which has killed many people. Or what you can do, you can start with that we have seen that these instances of hailstorm, lightning and dust storm are increasing in India due to the effect of climate change. You can start with this statement as well. And now, if you have some facts, present those facts. And so, you can present this thing in 2 ways. First, how some other extreme events are killing people, and how lightning alone is taking more toll on people. We can do this, or maybe if you have some fact that you can represent in tabular format, try to present that so that you are at least giving your node that such thing is happening in India. Okay? And now we have to comment. So to comment on this, there has to be some reasons which are causing this thing, right? This phenomena is killing more people, and certain instances, certain things, certain causes are there which is still allowing it to happen, okay? So in next statement, you can talk about some of the reasons. By writing a connecting statement, we can come up with some of the reasons, maybe in paragraph, or of course, like I usually prefer, in some of the heads, which clearly states what exactly is happening. So the first reason of this thing is that all of these events are very sudden in nature. They are sudden, so they do not allow people to escape. People are caught unaware. There can be a prediction by IMD that it is going to rain today, but we cannot predict how much lightning will occur, or before rains we are going to see dust storms. We cannot predict that, right? So we'll talk about this thing. The other thing is, people stay outside in the very same season when lightning kills more number of peoples, because that happens to be your agricultural season. So you can talk about that agricultural season is compelling people to stay in such areas where they are more susceptible to a lightning strike or a dust storm. Okay, you can talk about this thing as well. Of course, we have warning systems, but they are not technologically so advanced that they can predict. And maybe many of the countrymen are also not in a position to acknowledge that, because many a times what we see that IMD says that it can be thunderstorms, there can be lightning, but that area will not have this event. So people still do not rely on some of the warning systems, or it is failure of the warning system in the country. Okay? But there is one more big failure which has allowed this to happen, more number of people being killed. Though these events are killing more number of people, but what we see that they are still not listed as disasters, and which is actually not allowing the government to take some steps which can reduce the number of people being killed by such events. So our next point can be not listed disaster. So this situation is also not helping much. And the biggest thing is the public perception, our attitude. We think that it will stay, or it will happen for a very short period of time, so maybe will not be at risk. Will stand somewhere in a shade and will be saved. So this perception does not allow people to stay at home, because we take this thing with ease. We do not fear such events. Okay? So we can talk about people's perception, which becomes a cause of their demise. They are caught in such situations. Also, the figures that we see in some of the reports actually do not reflect the actual data. In totality, we can say that all such phenomena are killing more people, but the people are not getting the data which is accurate. We see some instances, 10 people killed in some days, 12 on the other days. But total accumulated data is not reaching out to the people. In fact, we have seen under-reporting as well. So people do not take such things very seriously. So we can also talk about the reporting of such events. So you have given all the reasons which is leading to such a situation, and we were asked to comment. So it is part of our analysis. We are commenting why such thing is happening. Then we'll give a concluding remark, because the question says comment. And when we have to comment, we'll definitely give a remark which will show that it is our view. But our view has to be based on certain facts. Some of the facts we had written in introduction. If you have some other fact, you can use in your conclusion as well. So in conclusion, we can say that maybe we'll take some of these only. If we can remove some of these things, then the biggest killer will not remain as the biggest killer. If simply we notify people, we make people aware. So a valid conclusion will ensure that you can score good marks in these type of questions. Thank you.